knew I was ready to cop it.
I've known it for the 4 years I've known you. And it's just recently I've used it. That is how ingrained in my brain Void is. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same with your shadows.
If we ever met IRL and you called me by my name, I'd be very upset.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce your name, so you'll say.
Oh, I know. I know.
I can pronounce her name.
Just don't dox me.
I actively had to stop saying it. I'm like, really? Blah isn't hard to say. Was literally went into my brain.
But okay, that's also cheating because you have a voice note of me pronouncing my name pinned in Discord.
I don't recall
and
that
you
at all,
trying to. No, I know.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. Boys actually heard you say it. I've only seen the spelling.
Oh no, but the way it was said was the way that I was like ready to say it anyway. Like it was in line, I think.
I think you even pinned it. And then I pinned you trying after.
Oh, I don't recall this doing this at all. Like, if I don't even know what's that. I am honestly missing 2 years from my life.
I know.
You see the way you look at the gates of Newtown. Oh my God. Bro, I don't even go to Newtown. I actually avoid Newtown, believe it or not. I only go there for gigs. Or parties.
Why are you having another Chucky? It's like the 4th.
Yeah,
Twice in a row.
Fucking hell.
Actually, where's Cheap to go?
We going for a holiday?
I
I honestly fucking hate the festivals you have access to. You have access to some of the best fucking festivals. And the best gigs as well.
What, Penguin?
Yeah. Like, Penguin can drive for an hour and make it to, like, a fucking sick-ass show. Keep in mind, like, Penguin's probably thinking, like, yeah, but it's like an hour away. I regularly drive 3 hours to, like, see a band for the second time.
I can't drive an hour, because most of the great gigs are in Copenhagen. That takes me 3 hours.
I drive that every time! That's me driving to fucking Newcastle. And I go there every time there's like a clash in Sydney, so I gotta like pick the band I see in like Sydney, then the other band that I go to Newcastle for. Yeah, I do it regularly. It's a normal thing for me. It's a very easy drive. I actually really like the drive now. Although, I went out to Newcastle for a birthday party like about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. And I crashed at like someone's house while I was up there. They had bunnies, and I like played with the bunnies and shit. It was really cool. But I crashed there the night, and then left again in like early morning, mid-afternoon kind of thing. It is so weird driving back from Newcastle during the daylight. I have only ever come home from there at like 2 in the morning. I was fairly certain I was lost.
Yeah, that's like the same thing. Like, if I drive from my mate's house back to my house during the day, I question if I'm going the right way or not.
Yeah,
Or even
you
from
see?
his, like,
It's
from
like 'cause you
his
it's
work
like
or
'cause-
something. Like,
Yeah, it's because you can see so much more. It's like, this is not right. This is like, there's a lot missing here. Also, partly because
Yeah.
there's a lot of cameras going to Newcastle, but there's none coming back. And like, it was a double demerit weekend as well. And I was like worrying about whether or not I had like hit a speed camera or not, and like gone through it, obviously over the limit. And I'm like, have I passed one yet? Because I kept like zoning out on the way through. Because I'm like driving back. I'm like, just fucking hungover as shit. I'm half on a come down, and just like not paying any kind of attention to the road. Like enough to like drive fine and drive safely. But like as far as like my memory of like what I've just driven by and like the extra shit, nah, wasn't there.
yeah. I think it was last weekend or something. I drove from my work, if you want to go that way. I drove from my work to my mate's house to drop him off. To do my car for the day. And then it felt weird, like I forgot a turn or something.
Yeah, because you sing it in the dark. Like the roads look so different
Yeah.
at night than they do in the day.
Yeah. It's why half the time it's like I'll wait until night or something just to go do something. Especially if it's like, oh, we're gonna do some drinks and games and whatever else, like say 6, 7 or like 5 o'clock or something, it'll start coming
Oh
whenever.
god, no. Nah, fuck that. I refuse to be on the road at 5 o'clock. I will
Yeah.
do anything I can to avoid being on the road at 5 p.m. I wait until 6:30.
Yeah.
I either gotta leave by 4:30 or gotta be. It's 4:30 to 6:30. I have a 2-hour window where I block out any driving. I am not driving out on the road between fucking 4:30 and 6:30 because oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill someone if I do.
Yeah, no, it's fucking terrible because it's everyone coming from schools or work.
It's all work shit.
or-
Yeah. Or 3:30.
Yeah.
Between 3 and 4 on like a school day is also fucked.
I purposely, because I have to drive through 2 school zones just like when I'm going to work. It's fine going to there. But then coming home, I will take a completely different way just to avoid them.
That's where I like my old job where I worked. Like, I started work at 4 in the morning and I finished at 12 p.m. Going to work
Yeah.
was like fucking sober. Like, no one's on the road at 3:30 in the morning. So I'm just like flying to work, like no dramas. Like fuck all those speed cameras on the way there. But like that was fine. I could cruise through. It wasn't a drama. Basically green lights the entire way because that's the way the road's designed at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then on the way home was like 12:30. It took about 45 minutes to get home. Like it took me like twice as long to get home. But the traffic hadn't built in. The school zones hadn't kicked in. Like it was just like general day traffic, and it wasn't bad. It was, you know, you could like if I want to be a dick, I could probably, you know, fucking lane cut and weave through the traffic and get ahead of people. But it wasn't really worth it for me anyway, so I wasn't stressed regardless. But I could still like just kind of cruise and sit. And I could sit at the speed limit. I could sit at the speed limit and just drive. Compared to like in traffic where you're sitting at like at like fucking 15 k's on a 70 road, and you're like fucking how? Oh, I fucking hate traffic with a passion.
Yeah. Like, there's points where I drive home and it's like a 70 zone and people are driving like 40, 50 and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? I go in the other lane because like there's a gap and it's just a straight line of no traffic.
Yeah, at least
like,
actually no, you're from where you are, being up fucking Queensland, you cunts don't know how to drive. You drive so slow.
Yeah, no.
You revealed
I
some
found-
very sensitive information, Wonderland. I had to like name you. I was that upset.
Oh, okay, so now I know who you're talking about.
You're not okay with me to be yelled at.
Yeah, apparently you... Also, the sensitive information was just Void being nice without wanting me to know it.
Yeah, no, Void is not nice. Void is unhinged and constantly a dick. How dare you ruin my street cred? Thank you, Wonderland. Thank you for setting the story straight.
I still have messages that disprove that. So does she.
Quickly, Wonderland, delete them. Remove the evidence.
Who says I don't already have them downloaded?
That is weird.
I don't.
She made it. There's time, Wonderland. Quick, go, go, go. That was literally it. It was just a typical, like, Void Penguin war. Oh, that was a good time for, like, the death to happen.
Why?
I wish Tiffany had a different, like, Mori.
Yeah, like the Moris are different would be nice.
Yeah. Tiff deserves it. Because she was way more psychotic than what Chucky was.
But I know why they don't do it, because it'd just be too much fucking work for them.
Oh, like they aren't fucking making enough money to put the work in. Like, come on. The development is garbage as it is. I don't know why they haven't put in, like, customizable Moris yet. It's the easiest thing to implement. Guaranteed to make revenue when you make paid, when you, like, when you start considering, like, paid Moris and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say hi for me? He just laughed. And not even a hello back. Wow, I know I'm a funny guy, but I realized I was that funny. Damn, DBD has a better player count than I... DBD has a weird, like, cult following. And I feel like, as much as I hate to admit it, like, I feel like DBD is really more of, like, a streamer kind of game. Because, like, in my last at least 12 months of playing DBD, I've either only played it on stream, or I've played it with people while I'm watching their streams. Very rarely, it's probably have like maybe like a couple hours here and there where I've actually just played for the sake of it.
I mean, we used to do that in the, like...
Oh, back in the day, yeah.
4 years ago.
But then it dropped off bad.
And we all met because of DBD, and then they fucked something up, and...
Well, they fucked the game entirely. The whole community, like, turned to shit. The game turned to shit. It was just like as they started releasing more kills, they started releasing more and more content. But I feel like they hit the wall of the content where they weren't able to do anything that was good. Because they had no ideas left to make a killer fun or interesting. They were releasing killers for the sake of it, and they were just stupidly powerful. And then to combat the buffed killer, they would like take the strongest killer stats, realize that that killer is dominating way too hard, and instead of nerfing that killer specifically and making them more balanced for the rest of the game, they just buff the rest of it. They buff the rest of it way too much, which makes a massive imbalance, and they go, fuck, and then nerf the crap out of everything. They're balancing, whoever's in charge of balancing in that company is fucking lost.
I mean, they did a pretty good job so far.
They have not. I have never once said they've done a good job.
Void.
I know, it's a meme for what they said during one of their fucking little, like, anniversary bullshit.
Yeah. And then just went to shits after that.
Well, they don't need to change the gameplay. They just stop doing dumb shit. Like, the things they're doing, like, they'll introduce something to a killer to make them fun and, like, encourage people to buy the killer or to buy the survivor for the perks and yada yada. But the stuff that they're doing is, like, fundamentally game-breaking. It's not a cool, fun way to interact with the game. It's just something that gives you a crazy strong competitive edge. Or it's completely useless in anything but a niche scenario.
I mean, I think the worst part about DBD right now is that you actually have to be more or less toxic to actually have fun in DBD.
Pretty much,
the last I played willingly for so many hours was when we were force-tagging a couple of friends of mine on NA servers, and we would just bring the old boons, healing, and
Shadow Step?
no, the one that
let you get up. Oh yeah, exponential, yeah.
Exponential, and then putting them in a circle, and then we would just go down and run flashlights and stuff like that. That was the most fun we had.
I think it's also the way they balance too. It seems like,
which is sad.
Do you feel like the way when they balance it for the lowest common denominator? Like, there are perks that they'll nerf or try and work around or whatever. But they're perks that, like, anyone that, like, knows how to play the game, it's so easy to beat. Like, boon totems. Boon totems, like, boon healing totems, the way they used to be, wasn't really a thing for me. I never cared. As a killer who, like, was pretty confident in his abilities, it never bothered me.
I don't even break them now. Like,
I mean, they are so shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, why would you break them? You can't even
useless.
self-heal in them unless you have self-care.
The only one that's, like, somewhat useful is one that lets you pick yourself back up. But even that is so, like, you'll be in a very specific part of the map at a specific time while it's up, and you gotta go through the slow heal process to make it happen.
Yeah, like, they're no fun. And also when they nerfed the old obsession.
I don't know why they changed obsession. That was a good perk. It wasn't even, it didn't even need a nerf. Because a nerf it was dumb.
We had so much fun. Lo and I in the force stack, we had so much fun trying taking people to Midwich.
Honestly, you'd be surprised how quickly this game actually fell off. Like, it was doing really good up until Nemesis released. I think that was their last, like, hurrah. Like, it had a slow drop-off up until Nemesis release, had a peak because Resident Evil fans got involved, and after that it was just a string of bad killers. Like, just fun, like, not fun to play against, unengaging, stupid mechanics, stupid abilities, stupid perks. It's
more like they took out a lot of the looping because they gave so many killers the M2 ability that's just like a projectile. So it's like, yeah, you can't even loop around the pallets.
But not in a good way. Like, Trickster and Huntress have the M2 ability that's obviously counters loops for a certain degree, but it only counters certain loops, but we're also sandbagged as a result by being a slower movement killer.
Yeah.
There was trade-off. There was always trade-off with the original killer designs. These latest kills have been coming out.
That was fun. That was fun, but like, artists, like, oh yeah, have a projectile that goes through every fucking thing.
Yeah, it goes through shit or fucking extra sentries and this and that. Like, they've removed the trade-off. Like, what made killers engaging, what made killers fun, what made people, like, good at killers is knowing when to use their ability. And that if a survivor beat their ability, for whatever reason, they were briefly rewarded with an extra, like, couple of meters of distance because of it. Now, There's no trade-off. It's if a killer fucks their ability up, like with the latest killer releases, there's nothing to be said about it. They didn't lose it. They don't lose distance. They don't lose speed. They don't lose interaction.
They don't lose anything.
Yeah, it's
they are
just
most
like,
likely rewarded with a hit.
The only thing they did is they blocked off a window for free, even if they missed their ability. Whoever's in charge of this like new designs is fucking retarded.
Ooh, had you not hesitated, you would have made that.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna backtrack, but they didn't.
Nah, I mean, honestly, they should have a long time ago, because you were running a T-wall the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, people saw execution to be able to. Came out of retirement officially into also wasn't what would be next. Yeah. Graham, welcome in. Thanks, fella. Appreciate it. How you been? Like, so the executioner. Executioner's Pyramid Head, right? Yeah, Silent Head, obviously. He was also a good killer to like. Pyramid Head's a really fun killer to verse because while he has a through wall ability, to use it, he fucks up his mobility. He fucks up his dexterous turning. Like he can't turn quickly on a dime while his sword's in the ground. It's a very slow turn, and it gives you that like half second to dodge if you're good enough against him. You gotta smack someone with a really solid prediction shot if you're gonna get him through a wall. But that's the thing, there was a trade-off. He like when he was in his ability, he was disadvantaged in chase while he was in sword and ground mode. Yeah. But they haven't done that. Like you look at any killers released since like even with like Nemesis is a start of it, where there was the beginning of the heavy drop off. Nemesis was a killer that stopped the trade-offs. Nemi has way too much in his kit to be as like quick and as mobile and as versatile as he is. But then Nemi is being compared to when they're creating new killers such as the vampire dude Vecna. Vecna's fucked.
Yeah, no,
I don't think I've ever played against Vecna. The achievement I have is use shadows.
Yeah.
I have never played against anyone from like after Vecna, I'm pretty sure.
He's so shit to go against. It's like, yeah, look, I can hit you through a wall with my ghosts, and if we're in chase, you're not going to dodge it. I can then put fire on the ground, which is a chance of dodging, but like not a great one. Or I can just reject a pallet and straight chase you when you're looping around a pallet. Like it's been done in such a dumb way. Like, and I consider myself more of a killer main anyway, and I don't like those changes. I don't like those new killers. I don't want to play them because they're too easy. It's the reason why I never play Spirit. Or Hag. They're too fucking easy. I played one game as them like years ago. When I was like doing my adepts and everything like that. Never again. I only play them on redeems because I don't find them fun to play. I get 5Ks at 4 gens while dicking around and like not even paying attention. He's slow as minuscule, and he doesn't lose any speed when he like misses his tentacle whip.
Yeah.
It's dumb. When you compare like how most people play, for example, like Huntress, like she has less function. Oh, plus if he hitbox slides when he with tentacle, it's even more fucked up. Like all they do is lock him in place when he casts his tentacle, and it'd be a much more interesting killer to verse. But that's not the case. He has the ability to redirect his tentacle halfway through whipping it. So he's stronger than Huntress on windows, he's stronger than Huntress at pallets, he's stronger than Huntress at chest-high walls. Has high mobility, has information from zombies, has free hits from zombies. Like, when you compare him to every other killer in the game and what's happening around him, it's fucking dumb. Nurse, I like Nurse because Nurse is ridiculously strong.
You are also sleep deprived. Go to bed. Take a nap.
I tried. Like, Nurse is ridiculously powerful, like, with her ability to, like, lock down chases and stuff like that. But the only reason why I am fine with Nurse being as strong as she is because it takes a very special kind of person to play her. You have to go through hours of punishment to get that good at Nurse. Like, nurses get bullied to the a baby nurse entering a game will be bullied beyond belief. Every time. Yeah, it's Hosier. Dude, Hosier is amazing to, like, just chill to. Oh, I got to red 1 on, like, I think 200 hours, I think, on Huntress. And I kind of cheated when I learnt Nurse. Because I learnt from a guy called Ice Cube. And
I know you did. That was... I know, because you learned... Ice Cube and Dressnack just took you under the wings. For some reason, I don't think you ever talked to them before.
No, I did. I was chatting with him casually. And he heard I was like, wanting to learn how to play Nurse. He's like, oh, yeah, cool, no worries. Invites me into a lobby. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll join him. Because Dressnack and Ice Cube are pretty, like, big streamers as well. So I join him, and he's like, all I see is Ice Cube joins the lobby as well. And they're both in VC with me. And they're like, okay, cool, no worries, jump on Nurse. I'm like, huh? And then he's drilled in with me for like 2 hours on how to play Nurse well. I was like...
I know.
I'm literally getting taunted by, like, 2 of the strongest nurses I will ever come across.
I know, because I remember you being, like, busy learning Nurse with Ice Cube. Because I knew they dragged you into a call and a custom game. And I was like, you little shit.
Yeah. 2 of the best people to learn from, Jonas. And they're so good at teaching. Honestly, like, credit to them. They were really good teachers. Like, they knew when to, like, punish me and, like, just, like, make me look like a dickhead for 20 minutes. And then they'd pull it back. They'd tell me something different. I'd absorb it. And we'd run it again. On, like, both Killer... They'd make me run it on Survivor and, like, show me on Survivor. And then we'd go back to Killer and, like, I'd have to do it on Killer. And we'd play for a bit and we'd, like, do that kind of stuff. And then they'd say, okay, cool, no worries, pause. They'd teach me, like, what I'm doing wrong. How to play it better, how to do it differently. And even times where I was missing, I'm like, fuck, I'm getting really frustrated. And they're like, look, if you weren't versing us, you would have downed every other survivor. So it was like, they even like took a moment to be like, okay, cool, like, the only reason why you're not killing us right now is because we're both really good survivors. Every other survivor you'll fucking down in 2 seconds, like, doing what you're doing. You're doing really well. It's just that we've played you really well. Maybe you'd,
I still remember us playing a Nurse when we sniped you. I have still not forgiven you for putting that haunted in.
Haunted ground, devour hope. And who was it? Was it Ruse popped it immediately as I was chasing you? I've literally appeared at you on a blink.
Actually, no. I popped it immediately. I spawned at it. You even checked it. I just hit, then popped it. You chased Ruse, and then for for some reason, I know the reason. You saw me and decided Ruse is not worth it anymore. I want Penguin. And because I was in 330
Because I have a rule. I don't chase Ruse. It wasn't even a matter of being you. It was a matter of it wasn't Ruse. Remember the stream I was doing where I was like, I literally just finished a tangent of like, look, here's how you play Killer really well and get to red rank 1. An OG red rank 1 as Killer. When you versus Survivor like Ruse,